let's get one thing straight. Right now, Scorpio isn't just a sign on a zodiac chart. It is an event, a chemical reaction, an unforgettable force of nature that once you've encountered it, leaves a permanent mark on your soul. And this is the critical part. It's always for better or for worse. There's no in between. Whether you've had your world illuminated by a Scorpio's love or felt the chilling sting of their betrayal, you know exactly what I mean. You never quite shake the memory, but have you ever stopped to strategically analyze why? Why is their presence so polarizing, so utterly all-consuming, that they redefine your standards for every relationship that follows? My name is Anya Sage. As a psychological astrologer, my mission is to hand you the blueprint to the human soul. I don't deal in vague predictions. I deal in strategic self-awareness, decoding the operating system written in the stars. And today, we are tackling the most complex and powerful sign of them all. You will discover the core truths that explain this Scorpio effect. Pay close attention, because you absolutely must wait until you hear number 2. It's more than a secret. It's a revelation that won't just leave you speechless. It will likely change how you define connection itself. Before we begin this deep dive, I want to see who's in the room. Share your zodiac sign in the comments below. Let's see who's ready for the truth. All right, I see you. Now that truth you're ready for, it begins with the one central question that I know is on every single one of your minds. What is it exactly that makes a Scorpio so magnetic, yet so polarizing? What is the secret behind that intense, sometimes dangerous, energy that pulls people in, often against their better judgment? This isn't just a list of traits. We are about to deconstruct this mystery, piece by piece. And our investigation starts with the very first thing you feel when a Scorpio walks into the room, their presence. So what is this presence? It's not about being the loudest person in the room. In fact, it's often the opposite. It is a palpable shift in the energy, an atmospheric pressure change that announces their arrival before they even speak a word. It's a presence built on a foundation of 6 pillars of observation. And the first is the one people notice most, their gaze. This is trait number 20. Their gaze reads your soul. A Scorpio doesn't just look at you, they scan you. It's not a vacant stare. It's an active, penetrating focus that seems to bypass your social mask and access your source code. Imagine this. You're at a loud, crowded party. You feel anonymous, a face in the sea of noise and chatter. You're laughing at a joke you only half heard, feeling a little disconnected. Then you feel it. A pair of eyes from across the room lands on you. It's a Scorpio. The chaotic noise of the party seems to mute. The background blurs, and for a split second, you feel completely and utterly seen. Not just your clothes or your smile, but this intensity isn't just internal. It radiates outward, pulling you into their emotional orbit. You can be having a perfectly normal conversation about a movie, and you'll say, "Yeah, it was a pretty good film." They'll look at you, their eyes narrowed in thought, and say, "But did you see how the main character's betrayal wasn't about hate, but about a desperate, twisted form of love? How his fear of being abandoned made him destroy the one thing he couldn't bear to lose." Suddenly, a casual review becomes a deep psychological excavation. They force you to go deeper, to feel more, simply by being themselves. They make the mundane feel profound, but their intensity isn't always expressed in words. Which brings us to trait 16. Their silence is louder than words. For a Scorpio, silence isn't an absence of communication. It's a tool. It's a scalpel, a shield, and a sanctuary, and you learn to read the different shades of it. Imagine you've said something that crosses a line. something that breaks a trust you didn't even know was being tested. A Scorpio won't yell. They won't argue. They will simply go quiet. And that silence is deafening. It's a cold, heavy void where their warmth used to be. And it will make you frantically replay every word you said, desperate to fix the unknown damage. But then there's the other side. Imagine you've had a terrible day. You're shattered. You sit with a Scorpio and they say nothing. They just sit with you, their presence a solid, reassuring anchor in your storm. In their comfortable silence, you feel more understood than if you'd spent an hour talking to anyone else. They communicate approval and disapproval with an intensity that words could never match. This is because they are constantly searching for what's real, which leads us to trait number 9. There is no such thing as small talk. A conversation with a Scorpio is an interview, not for a job, but for a role in their life. They despise the superficial. Weather, traffic, celebrity gossip, it's like static to them. They want the signal. They will bypass the pleasantries and go straight for the jugular of who you are. Instead of asking, "What do you do?" they'll ask, "Why do you do it?" They'll ask you about your fears, your passions, the scar on your arm. It can feel like an interrogation, but the intent is different. They aren't trying to judge you. They are trying to know you. They are allergic to inauthenticity and believe that life is too short to waste on conversations that don't matter. With a Scorpio, you either go deep or you go home. This constant deep diving means they are masters of information. This is trait 14. They always know more than they let on. While you're talking, they're listening, but they're also watching your body language, hearing the hesitation in your voice, noting the topics you avoid. They are silent collectors of data, piecing together a mosaic of who you are and who everyone else in the room is. Imagine a business meeting. A project is being discussed, and everyone seems to be in agreement. The Scorpio in the corner has been silent for an hour. You've almost forgotten they're there. Right as the team leader says, "So we're all on board," the Scorpio speaks. Just one sentence. One quiet, precise observation about a flaw in the plan that no one else saw. They wait, they watch, and they hold their cards until the perfect moment to play the ace they've been holding the entire time. And all of this, the gaze, the intensity, the meaningful silence, the deep questions, the hidden knowledge, it all culminates in their most captivating quality. Trait number 8, the intrigue of the unknown. You can spend hours, days, even years with a Scorpio and feel like you know them deeply. You'll feel more seen and understood by them than by anyone else. But then you'll walk away from a conversation and realize they know everything about your childhood fears, but you don't even know what they had for breakfast. They are a masterfully crafted puzzle box. They've shown you a few intricate, beautiful pieces, but the full picture, the core of what drives them, remains tantalizingly hidden. This isn't a game, it's a protective mechanism. It makes you lean in. It makes you want to earn the next piece of the puzzle. It keeps you hooked, wondering what secrets lie behind that intense, knowing gaze. This powerful, unsettling presence is a screening process. It's an intricate, passive security system designed to see who is brave enough and who is authentic enough to get closer. Because this intensity isn't just for show. It guards the most sacred thing to a Scorpio. And what happens when that presence decides you're worthy of the next step? What happens when trust enters the equation? That changes everything. Because for a Scorpio, trust isn't an emotion, it's a currency. The only one that matters. All that intensity we just talked about, the silent observations, the deep questions, the mysterious aura, it's not a performance. It's a high security vault built to protect that currency. They are constantly assessing, vetting, and stress testing the people who want access. So the real question isn't whether you can handle their intensity. The question is, are you worthy of what it protects? Are you prepared to enter a dynamic where honesty is the only acceptable form of payment? Think of their trust as a fortress. It takes immense effort to be granted entry. But understand this, it has a one-way gate. Once you are cast out, those doors do not reopen. Betrayal isn't just an offense, it's a final verdict. And the consequences of that verdict are something you need to be prepared for. So, what are those consequences? What happens when you trigger that final verdict? This is where we leave the lobby of their personality and enter the inner sanctum. And the first rule of this inner world is absolute. To a Scorpio, trust isn't a feeling, it's a fact. It's a binary state. It either exists or it doesn't. There is no mostly trusted or kind of trusted. You are either inside the fortress or you are not. And because of this, they see lies not just as dishonesty, but as a fundamental violation of reality. Lying to a Scorpio is like trying to convince a master architect that the foundation they built is made of sand. They don't just get angry. They feel a sense of profound, almost cosmic offense. You haven't just broken a rule. You've declared that you operate in a different reality, a fake one. And that is an unforgivable act of war. This brings us to their emotional memory. It's not a scrapbook, it's a forensic archive. A Scorpio's mind catalogs emotional data with every late-night conversation, every act of loyalty, every time you had their back. It's all filed away, permanently. They will repay that kindness tenfold, often when you least expect it and need it most. But the archive has a darker wing. Every lie, every slight, every moment of betrayal is preserved with the same chilling clarity. They aren't holding a grudge in the way other signs do. They are holding evidence. It's data for future pattern recognition, a file that will be pulled the next time their intuition fires a warning signal about you. And this is where we arrive at the most infamous, most polarizing Scorpio trait of all. Trait number 15. They will love you like no one else. Or, they will destroy you. Notice the structure. This isn't a choice between two different paths. It's the same torrential river of energy directed by a single factor, your loyalty. When they love you, that river nourishes everything you are. You will feel seen, protected and championed with an intensity that makes all previous relationships feel like pale imitations. Their love is a high-beam headlight in a dark world. But when you betray them, that same river with the same immense power turns into a flash flood. The objective is no longer to nurture, but to wipe the landscape clean. The destruction isn't always a loud, dramatic explosion. Often, it's colder. It's a surgical removal of their energy from your life. It's the sudden, chilling silence. It's watching them look at you like you're a stranger. A ghost they no longer recognize. They can erase you from their heart with the same totality with which they once held you in it. What fuels this terrifying duality? A single, powerful engine. Trait number 12, their unstoppable obsession. When a Scorpio has a goal, their focus is absolute. When that goal is loving you, their obsession manifests as a deep, unwavering commitment to your soul's journey. They will learn you like a language. But when that sacred investment is betrayed, the obsession doesn't vanish. It recalibrates. The new goal becomes achieving a conclusion, whether that's justice, revenge, or simply ensuring you can never harm them again. That new mission will be pursued with the exact same relentless, unstoppable energy. This all sounds invincible, doesn't it? But they are not. They get hurt. They get betrayed. They fail. They hit rock bottom harder than most because they feel everything more deeply. And that brings us to their ultimate power, the secret weapon that makes them the most resilient sign in the zodiac. This is trait number 5. They turn pain into power. And trait number 4, they don't just bounce back, they resurrect. When a Scorpio is truly broken by life or by a person, you won't see a public spectacle. You will see silence, a disappearance. They retreat so far into themselves that it feels like they've been erased from the world. They stop answering texts. They go dark on social media. To the outside observer, they are broken. They have been defeated. But they are not hiding. They are in the forge. Down there in the quiet darkness, they are not crying. They are analyzing. They are replaying every moment, not with self-pity, but with the cold detachment of a strategist reviewing a failed campaign. They dissect the betrayal, the failure, their own missteps. They are looking for the lesson, the weakness in their own armor, the flaw in the strategy that led to this collapse. This is the alchemical process. This is where they turn pain into power. For a Scorpio, pain is not an emotion to be avoided. It is raw data. It is fuel. Every ounce of hurt, humiliation, and heartbreak is melted down and reforged into something else. Resolve, wisdom, a thicker armor, a sharper sword. And then, one day, they re-emerge. And this is the part everyone gets wrong. They don't bounce back. They resurrect. Like the phoenix, they have walked through the fire of their own destruction and are reborn from its ashes. But the creature that returns is not the one that left. It's stronger. It's wiser. Its eyes hold the fire it just survived. The vulnerability you once exploited has been sealed. The naivete you preyed upon has been replaced with unshakable certainty. They don't come back seeking an apology. They don't come back to reopen the case. They simply return. And the world, and especially the person who sent them to the ashes, now has to deal with a completely new, more formidable being. The game has changed because they have changed the game, and they have their pain to thank for it. It's an intimidating, almost terrifying process to witness. It explains their power, their resilience, their unforgiving nature. But it raises a crucial question. What is it like to be on the other side of that intensity? What is it like to be the one they choose to protect, not punish? That's where the true magic and the true reward of Scorpio lies. To be on the other side of that intensity is to experience a kind of love that redefines the very word. It's not the light, breezy love of a pop song. It is a profound. When a Scorpio loves, they don't just feel it, they live through it. Their passion for you becomes an extension of their own life force. And here is where their own darkness becomes their greatest gift to you. A Scorpio isn't afraid of your shadows because they've already mapped out their own. That irresistible darkness you feel from them, it's not a threat, it's an invitation. It's a silent signal that says, I see your flaws, your anger, your fears, and I am not intimidated. This is why they challenge you. They don't push you to be perfect. They push you to be more real. They see the dormant power within your own pain, and they will not let you hide from it, because they know that's where your true strength is forged. This fundamental acceptance creates a sanctuary. A bond with a Scorpio becomes a vault. You can tell them your deepest, most guarded secrets, the things you believe would make anyone else run, and they won't even flinch. That information is now part of their fortress, guarded with the same intensity they guard their own soul. This is the foundation of a unique bond where you feel completely, utterly seen. They'll remember the throwaway comment you made 3 months ago about your childhood fears. They'll notice the almost imperceptible shift in your breathing that tells them you're not really okay, even when you say you are. They make you feel uniquely special, not through shallow flattery, but through the sheer, unwavering power of their attention. And this brings us to the trait I promised you at the very beginning. the number 2 reason Scorpios are an unforgettable force. It is the culmination of everything we've just discussed. The ultimate reward for passing their trials and earning their loyalty. I want you to imagine something. You're carrying a secret, a mistake from your past, a part of your personality you've deemed ugly, broken, unforgivable. You've spent years building walls around it, convinced it makes you unlovable. But in a moment of terrifying vulnerability, the walls finally crumble. You confess it. The words hang in the air, heavy and shameful. You brace yourself for the look of disgust, for the lecture, for the slow, painful withdrawal of their affection. You can't even bear to meet their eyes. But the rejection never comes. Instead, there's only silence. A deep, profound silence that isn't empty, but full of understanding. You finally force yourself to look up, and they are just watching you. Not with pity, but with that same intense, soul-reading gaze. And then they simply say, "I know." Or maybe they say nothing at all. Just quietly take your hand, anchoring you. In that moment, you finally understand. They aren't looking for perfection. They're looking for truth. And you just gave them yours. This is trait number 2. They see the real you, your deepest flaws, your darkest corners, your complete, messy, imperfect truth. And they stay anyway. They don't just tolerate it. They love you because of it. To a Scorpio, your raw honesty isn't a liability. It is the most beautiful and courageous thing in the world. And when you experience that kind of acceptance, that level of seeing you for all that you are, it changes your baseline forever. It recalibrates what you believe is possible in a connection. Think about the entire journey. It starts with that unnerving presence, that soul-reading gaze that makes you feel both seen and completely exposed. Then comes the test, the high-stakes game of trust, where loyalty is met with a devotion you've never known, and betrayal is simply not an option. We've seen them rise from the ashes of their own pain, turning their deepest wounds not into scars, but into armor and strength. When you put it all together, the intensity, the loyalty, the resilience, and that profound, unconditional acceptance of your true self, you arrive at the final, unavoidable truth about them. The one trait that explains the permanent mark they leave on your soul. And that is trait number 1. After a Scorpio, everything else feels like less. This isn't an insult to anyone else. It is a fundamental statement of fact about the depth they unlock. They introduce you to a reality that exists beneath the surface, a world of primal passion and unbreakable bonds that, once experienced, you can never unknow. They don't just raise the bar. They reveal that you were playing in a completely different, smaller field all along. They set a new standard for what it means to be truly alive in a relationship. Because after a Scorpio, ordinary just doesn't feel like enough anymore. If any part of this journey resonated with you, if you've ever felt the unforgettable force of a Scorpio in your life, do me a favor and hit that like button. It's a powerful signal that we are on the right track together. And more importantly, subscribe. To be perfectly transparent, deep dives like this, the ones that get into the real, unfiltered, sometimes uncomfortable truth of the signs, often get flagged or suppressed by the algorithm. Subscribing and hitting the bell is the only way to guarantee you won't miss our next exploration. Your support truly means the world. I'm Anya Sage. Thank you for holding this space with me.